to be here at the Royal International Air Tattoo. What a fantastic way to start our display on here on Saturday to fly alongside our newest intelligence collection platform, the E7 Wedge Tail. You'll see the team have now disappeared to our rear. They're getting themselves ready, get themselves preparation, all the administration complete before they run into the display. I'd say it's my honour to be here as part of the Red Arrows. I'll give you some more information about the wider Royal Air Force, about the Red Arrows themselves, but most importantly, I'll put your eyes into the correct piece of sky. Do not miss a single second of the action. Having celebrated and enjoyed our 60th display diamond season last year, in 2025 the Red Arrows continue to inspire the future to our new 9 aircraft aerobatic display, our colourful flight paths and engaging ground events. Of course, one of the roles of the Red Arrows is to represent the Royal Air Force and its whole force personnel, who are still as busy today as it always has been, building the operational mindset and need for the threats that we face. Engaging our resilience, our readiness and agility, the Royal Air Force purpose is to provide global air and space power to protect our nation and help it prosper alongside our allies and NATO partners. The Royal Air Force is often regarded as the UK's first responder, always ready to fly and fight now and in the future globally and again within our allies and NATO partners. We do this by getting the basics right. We ensure our people, our infrastructure, training and support are fit for the current and future demands. High-end warfighting starts with the basics. The team are now to our rear. They get themselves ready. They'll prepare the aircraft. They'll trim all the aircraft out. They'll prepare the smoke pods and get themselves ready to run in for our new 2025 display. You heard Ben mention it earlier. This year at RIAT, we are flying with sustainable aircraft fuel. All the Royal Air Force aircraft are capable of flying with 50% synthetic. However, we are flying with 38% blend, which has been provided by RIAT CTE. That fuel reduces emissions, operational resilience as well, because that fuel is manufactured within NATO, and therefore there is less reliance on potential adversaries and a fragile trade route alongside any other company or country that we would get our normal fuel with. When the team arrive, they will arrive in big battle formation. That's the same formation you see them arriving when we fly over the capital in His Majesty King Charles III's birthday or state ceremonies. However, we'll be flying what's called amateur big battle. This means instead of the numbers on the right-hand side going 2, 4, 6, 8, we'll go 3, 5, 7, 9. We are, this time on the right, we go 2, 6, 4 and 8, and then 3, 7, 5 and 9. And that allows us to move into the next shape, which is our world famous Diamond 9. There are 3 types of show that we can do. It's either a full show, a rolling show, or a flat show. And that is either dependent on cloud-based and or airspace. Of course, there are no airspace restrictions here at the Air Tattoo at Fairford. However, we have got some clouds today, and we need a full show. We need 5,500 feet, 2,500 to 3,000 feet for a rolling show, and 1,000 to 1,500 feet for a fat show. And that show type is decided by Red One with approximately only 10 to 15 seconds as he runs into the show. When the team arrive, don't forget to give a huge round of applause, a huge cheer. I'll press my transmit on my radio and transmit that warm welcome from the Air Tattoo audience to the Red Arrows, and that'll give them that extra boost ready to put on a fantastic show here at RIAT. For sirs, moms, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready. Don't forget them a huge round of applause and a huge cheer. Please put your hands together for the 2025 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's the Red Arrows! Arriving at over 400 miles per hour, Red One pulls them up, keeps pulling them up, which means he started the show full. And instantly you see 6 and 7 big behind Red One, 8 and 9 flat. The former world famous Diamond 9. Reaching a height of over 5,500 to 6,000 feet. The aircraft now slowing down as Red One brings them back down and twists them around to the right. has Rodney. Rodney's been in the team for 7 years. He took a break and then came back as the leader in 2024. He's a former Typhoon pilot, former qualified flying instructor of the Tucano, where he was the Tucano display pilot in 2012. And Bondi would like to wish a massive happy birthday to Ruben, who's 14 today. Team now put themselves into 9 Arrow. The smoke comes on for 9 Arrow presents, once again, it's the Red Arrow. On the right of Red 1 is Red 2, Flight Attendant Rob Thomas. Rob is in his first year on the team. Now see the wing start to move backwards, that net starts to move forward, 8 to 90 days wide. As we come round for our wider shapes and bigger shapes that we fly, in from the left, the smoke comes on, in, the Swan. A lot less restricted. That speed now starting to build. 200, back to 300, back to 400 miles per hour as Red 1 brings them around to the left. You can hear those commands from Red 1. They're almost robotic and monotone in its delivery, and that's because we fly our formation by ear rather than by eye. And it means the pilots on the outside of formation need to put their control inputs just in a little bit earlier to ensure that we have the moving formation as one rather than a ripple effect. The neck extends and we form one of the shapes of the most iconic aircraft ever in aviation history. Coming in from the left, the smoke will come on for the Concorde. To the left-hand side of that station is the two President Andrew McEwen and Maka is in his first year at the team. He flew the Aviate-B Harrier variant on exchange with the United States Marine Corps, before then coming back to the UK and joining the world famous 617, the Dambuster Squadron at RAF Marham, where he flew the 5th generation newest RAF fighting aircraft, the F-35B. You now see Red 2 and 3 move forward, the rear section to form the Delta Wing. 2025 celebrates the 20th anniversary of the Royal Air Force Typhoon display team. In from the right, in honour of their 20th anniversary, this is the Typhoon Roll. On the right-hand side, all the way back to that formation at the rear is Red 4, Sonny the Chris McCann. Chris is working extremely hard to back that formation. Again, he was taken from training with Major Instructor on the Tucano before completing his training and joining the Mountain Tornado beyond World War. Where he also served as 6 months over the Delta. And Chris is a recipient of an Air Force Cross for his service on operations over Afghanistan. Royal Air Force, of course, is synonymous with its operations in the air domain. However, we now have a capability in both space and cyber. And with a nod to that capability, in from the left, this is Apollo. As I said, there are 11 pilots on the Red Arrows. We've got 3129 displayed for today. We are commanded by Wing Commander Adam Collins, Red 11. He was airborne, both facing the flight path with the E7. He's a former Red 10, former Tornado GR4 pilot. He also flew the F-111 while on exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force. Myself, Red 10, my fourth and final year on the team, former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk G-Mark 2. You now see Reds 8 and 9 move to the outside, Reds 6 and 7 split behind Reds 2 and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, another fantastic photo opportunity in from the left. The colourful Big Vixen. In that particular manoeuvre, the aircraft are flying with their air brakes out. That's a small door at the base of the aeroplane towards the rear. And this has twofold effects on the aircraft. The first means the pilots fly with a higher throttle setting, thereby producing a hotter engine gas temperature, and it makes the smoke colours burn a lot more brightly. The second is it disturbs the airflow outside the back of the aeroplane, and it makes that smoke filler a lot more fuller. And therefore, in certain manoeuvres throughout the display, we'll use this technique to enhance those manoeuvres. The command is given once again, and Red 6 and 7 sit behind Red 1, Red 8 and 9 you can see moving all the way in trail on the main formation. For one of the most popular, if not the most popular manoeuvre, the Red Arrows fly. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, get your cameras ready. From the right, it's Tornado time! The aboard call is made from Red 9 as Red 8 and 9 roll around the rest of the formation, but watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings them down the line.
A little bit less.
They are known as the Blues. This is the colour of the Blues flying football that they wear during this race season. There are a number of Blues here today. Our public relations centre, please pop along, have a word with them, find out what their roles are in the RIAT, and of course within the Red Arrows. Inside those Blues, we have 10 individuals who get to fly in the back of our aircraft in between displays. One cannot take the full engineering complement. They are known as Circus. One individual we at every show is Circus 10 to film the show for safety and BBC purposes. And today, that is AS1 Emily Newell. Once again, we've joined into our Diamond 9. This will be our last opportunity in the Diamond 9 before we start the second half. So once again, from the left in our Diamond 9, it's the Red Arrows. Dropping partnership with the 5-4 split. And in the second half, we break down into two distinct sections. On the left-hand side, you have Reds 1 through 5, known as Enid, named after Enid Blyton's famous 5. And from the right, Reds 6, 7, 8, and 9, known as Hannah. Named after squad leader Ray Hanover, one of the first members of the Red Arrows, he took the team from the 7 through 9 and formed our world famous Diamond 9. Enid from the left, Hannah from the right, 4, Moving in from the left to sit behind red 1 is red 5, and sitting in trail is red 4. Number 4, roll goes. Number 4 rolls around the smoke of Enid. Sat behind red 1 is red 5. Flight 10 is Dusty Wales, known as Dusty. Dusty is in the second year of the team. He's originally from Zimbabwe, a former Typhoon pilot with 11 squadrons, as well as being instructor on 29 squadron and also being part of 41 squadron, the test and evaluation squadron, all based at RIAT Congsby in Lincolnshire. Look directly to your front. You've got Hannah running back in, reds 8 to 9, rolling around the rest of the synchro. Once again, get your cameras ready for the Hannah break. Red 6 and 8 go off to our left-hand side, red 7 and 9 go off to our right. Thomas in his third and final year on the team. He's a former qualified weapons instructor on the Typhoon, where he would teach all the weapons, technical information and tactics to the entire Typhoon force. Tom also received a distinguished flying cross for his service on operations over Iraq and Syria. Each pair will now dive down to the airfield. They'll only be 100 feet above the airfield, a closing speed over 900 miles per hour for the Hannah pass. Pull goes the call from red 6 to our right hand side as both 6 and 7 pulling up to 6G. To our left-hand side is red 7, Brighton George Hobday. George in his second year at the team. Again, he was taken from training and made an instructor on the Tucano before then joining the Typhoon Force. Serving on 11 Squadron, again, with a service on operations over Iraq and Syria. As the synchro pair come back to meet in the middle, complete the manoeuvre called the boomerang. Each aircraft passed within only 30 metres, one from the Cyclone. Look to your right-hand side and you can see the nose light twinkling in the distance of Enid. Get down as Enid form the inverted V. Look to your left-hand side, you can see red 9 coming in. He's travelling at over 500 miles per hour as he lines up with Enid to perform. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready for another fantastic photo opportunity. This is the one you do not want to miss. The smoke comes on for the world famous Synchro Heart. And coming in from the top right hand side is red 8 as he spears the heart. Red 8 is red 10. Look directly to your front once again, and you're looking for the nose light of Hannah. That's red 6, 8, and 9. 89 roll go. They roll around the smoke of red 6. Well, red 7 does a grand job of hiding in the smoke of red 6. For our second manoeuvre for 2025, this is Tempest. Turn back towards the display line for their final manoeuvre of the show. Each aircraft will dive down to about 100 feet. They'll have that closing speed of over 900 miles per hour once again. They'll perform a barrel roll, cross at only 30 meters, 100 feet wingtip to wingtip, followed by inverted flight to leave the display area in a manoeuvre called the crossbow. Leads to our rear, look directly to your front. You can see once again the nose light of Enid twinkling in the distance through the smoke, joined by Reds 8 and 9. Sirs, moms, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Royal International Air Tattoo, it's been an honour and a pleasure. So please, put your hands together for the 2025 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's the Red Arrows! He'll gather the rest of the formation, they'll put themselves back into that battle formation for the final running and break to land. As said, it's been an honour and a pleasure to perform you today here at the battle. Of course, we'll be back to If you'd like any more information about Red Arrows, of course we are on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow us, RIAT Red Arrows. All the pilots on Instagram have their own account. If you find me, RAF Red 10, follow me, you'll be able to follow all the rest of the pilots. Have any images or videos, hashtag Red, we'll pick them up, we'll share them across social media. As said, it's my fourth and final year in the team. If I don't get to see you for the rest of the weekend or the rest of the season, I want to thank you from a personal thank you for all your support over the last 4 years. Please have a wonderful rest of the day, lots of water, lots of sunscreen, and enjoy the rest of RIAT. So on behalf of the Royal Air Force and the Red Arrows, thank you very much. Goodbye. And thank you, Squadron Leader Sarah Muscat, Red 10.
And then there's 10 2, there's the battle from all, like, they've always got good stuff. They've got the line stuff.
I'm here at the Juno helicopter with Barry. Barry, what do you do on this aircraft?
I'm a Wilson instructor on 60 Squadron at RAF Strawberry. And my role here is part of the AMSGS, which is all helicopter crew, how to find a helicopter.
What does this helicopter actually do?
It's basic training, so our trainings arrive with us with no experience flying a helicopter, and we take them from that role and deliver them out then to the first standard where they'll then go to the front line to their rescue sites.
Okay, now we have to add, Aries is written on here.
Yes.
And we have a logo on the back as well. What is this all about? Why is it on this helicopter?
Okay, so we're from our Strawberry, and it goes.
You found it there.
So in every domain,
In every part of the world, for everyone.
we are lots of partners.
We are lots of smarters. And we ensure those you serve always stay
Ahead of ready.
so, as the Red Arrows flying, remember, on sustainable aviation fuel for the first time at the public air show this weekend roll out. It's time once again to welcome back RIAT latest asset, the Wedgetail AW1, a Boeing product, of course. We're getting 3 of these aircraft as successors to another Boeing aeroplane, the Century AW1, which was retired in September 2021. They're going to be based alongside the Boeing Poseidon fleet. You saw one of those earlier, of course, at RAF Lossiemouth. The conversion of these airframes is being undertaken on behalf of Boeing by STS Aviation at Birmingham Airport, and the first of them made its maiden flight in Wedgetail configuration on the 20th of September last year. It was then ferried to London Southend Airport for painting, and it was rolled out in the colours of its future operator, number 8 Squadron, and that scheme includes not only the RAF marking and unit insignia, but also the emblem of the NATO Airborne Early Warning and Control Force, because NATO has also selected the E7A Wedgetail as an E3 Century successor, and its first example is expected to be operational by 2031. And when NATO converts to the E7, the RAF Wedgetail will join the NATO E7 as part of that force. What's wrong with this aircraft? Well, as with any airborne early warning and control platform, it provides complete 360-degree coverage of airspace beyond the capabilities of a fighter's own sensors or ground-based systems, directing friendly forces on offensive or defensive sorties, generally increasing all-round situational awareness